When I was 11 years old, I took up what turned out to be a lifelong meditation practice. Since then, I've been collecting techniques for cultivating happiness. This ping pong ball is happiness. Being around people who are happy, it can be easy to catch their happiness. But catching or cultivating your own happiness from scratch, not always so easy. Catching your own happiness is more of a continual activity, a constant balancing act, if you will. Happiness and balance, very, very closely connected. So, I'm going to attempt to toss this ball into the air and catch it in a difficult balance on my nose. Now you understand that catching happiness like this could take years to perfect. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, yes, there are some tricks to catching happiness. You practice those tricks and practice happiness itself, and then catching happiness is not so hard. When I was 11 years old, I also started learning juggling, magic, and the variety arts. And using those skills, I've made a living touring the world with my comedy show, spreading laughter and delight for over 35 years now. Happiness isn't a thing, something you can hold on to and own. No, it's more like something that's around us all the time, and you just need to remember to breathe it in. Breathe it in now. And then happiness is inside you. I'm here to offer some practical ideas on leading a happier life. But none of these ideas will mean anything unless you internalize them. That's right. And I want you to do that in a way that works for you. I'm not here trying to shove anything down your throats. I've narrowed it down, and to me, the three most important building blocks of happiness are, number one, connection. Yeah. We've evolved over hundreds of thousands of years as social creatures, and nobody finds happiness in isolation. We're just not built that way. Connection is in our DNA. It's built into us. You can feel it when you're in a circle of people around a fire, singing, dancing, telling stories, laughing. That just feeds the soul. Number two, levity. Not taking yourself or the world too seriously. If you're not laughing at least 3 times a day, then you probably need funnier friends. Levity isn't only about humor. It's anything that lightens the human heart. When you have levity, things that would normally get stuck can actually pass right through. Gratitude. The opposite of gratitude, complaining. You want to be twice as happy as you are right now? Simply focus twice as much on what you're already happy about. My biggest lesson in gratitude came over 25 years ago. It was in a dream. I'm in a canoe with my friend Tim back behind. We're rowing down this beautiful stretch of serene river. Come around a bend, and there's a swimming hole. And our friends on the beach and in the water cheering us on and laughing. But as we get to the far side, they start screaming, "Look out, don't get too close to the edge. We're caught in a current and going over a major waterfall." I immediately flashed out how people have gone over Niagara Falls in a barrel, and I wedged myself down into the front end of the canoe, hoping to survive. And we're falling. and falling and falling. And I realized this is bigger than any falls I've ever known about. And there's no possibility I'm going to survive this. This is it. I start saying, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for all of it. This has been an incredible trip. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Never hit. I woke up with that gratitude still flowing through me. That gratitude, at what seemed like the end, was for the whole of life. Not just the peaks, but also the valleys. It means you don't have to cherry pick these top moments and consider those happiness. It means your happiness can be tied to your sense of aliveness, so that anything that feeds your sense of aliveness, even counterintuitive things, sadness or grieving, those also can boost your sense of aliveness, and that can feed into your sense of happiness. Those are the three that are the most important. Now, three things that happiness is not. Happiness is not in comparison. Happiness stands on its own. 10 minutes on social media should tell you that. Comparison is the beginning of the end of happiness. Two other things that happiness is not. Happiness is not a destination. It's more like a means of travel. And people pursue happiness by pursuing things, thinking with those things, happiness will come. But happiness isn't a thing, it's a way of being. And as such, it doesn't exist in the future or in the past. The only place true happiness occurs is in the present moment. Past, present, future. What is it? The ball going up. That's the future. The ball coming down. That's the past. That elusive moment where the ball is neither rising nor falling. That is the present moment. Now. Now, we all know people who grab at the future while it's still going up. Heck, we all do that a certain amount. That's normal, right? Then there's the people who do that a little more than the rest of us. And those people aren't all here with us because they're halfway in the future. Then there's the people who just seem to live in the future. Then, of course, then there's the people who just live in the past. Look at them. I remember how it used to be. They were up, they were flying around. It was beautiful. You should have seen it. The trick is to try and live in the present moment. When you first start paying attention, it seems like it barely exists. But by practicing and paying attention, it actually looks like it lasts just a little bit longer. Until, yes, it is possible to live in the present moment. Thank you. The fourth of the three main building blocks of happiness. Okay, so I'm not so good with numbers. Look, there's three types of people in this world: those who are good with numbers and those who aren't. I'm in that third group. The fourth, compassion, feeling through the heart for what others are going through. The Dalai Lama says, you want others to be happy? Practice compassion. If you want to be happy, practice compassion. And number 5, generosity. Because nothing else quite says you're happy with what you have as wanting to share it with others. And right now I'd like to share with you 5-ball juggling. That's 3. Still holding 2. Here we go. Yeah, that was it. Let's see if I can keep it going a little bit longer. Yeah. Thank you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, there are literally thousands of different 5-ball tricks and variations possible to do with these 5 balls. This one is the one I can do. Okay, I'm gonna try some of the more difficult ones. Oh great, they don't even notice. Funny for you, but it took me over a year to learn this one trick. Another very difficult variation is called 4-ball. 4-ball juggling. That's not funny. No, you know why it's not funny? I just dropped levity. I don't find it funny. Okay. Picking up from 4 to 5, nearly impossible. Now I just drop compassion, and I don't care what you people think. I think first I'm going to pick back up levity because I'm missing it. Then I'm going to pick up compassion so that I can care about you folks once again. 3 balls, I throw 2 balls high. One hand will be empty for a brief moment, and I'll pick up levity. That was it, except I forgot to pick it up. Oh. No, that was it, except I missed. It's still there. I got it, yeah. Woo! Picking up from 4 to 5 is nearly impossible for me to do. Very, very difficult. Very. Whoa! Oh, that was amazing. You should have seen that. One final trick, I throw 1 ball extra high, I catch it on the back of my neck. A trick I call the neck catch. Oh no, which one? Not that one, no. I'm going to use levity, but I can't see, so I'll just guess. Yeah! Now hold the silence. Feel the atmosphere we just created here. Breathe it in. Can you feel that? The air feels lighter. The whole room sort of shifted over towards joy. And there's that magic that just comes when we're all together laughing. It's different than watching cat videos. It is the magic of community and of connection. People see a juggler doing these crazy tricks and they think somehow we're magically coordinated in a way that other humans aren't. The truth is a little more mundane. I actually enjoy practicing. Practice anything, you'll get better at it. Practice piano, you can create music. Practice complaining, you could be a world-class complainer. I'm suggesting taking the time to practice happiness and the elements of happiness. Because with happiness, you can hold your balance regardless of what life throws at you. And it will throw things at you. It'll throw maybe even pointy things at you. Sharp, pointy things. Or even shocking things. 3 million volt stun baton. One touch from this can drop a full-grown man to the ground, rendering him unconscious instantaneously. Let me demonstrate. Sir, what's your name? Chris, give me a hand up here. This is going to be fun. This is amazing, Chris. Chris, you hold these, and there's the switch. You're going to turn it on, and then you're going to juggle in just a moment. But first, let me get far enough away. No. Chris, actually take a step over there by the sign. I'm going to ride this because it's all about balance. Oh, boy. Whew. 3, 2. Shut up. I'll do it on my time. 3, 2, 1. Yes. Oh, my God. Oh, I did. Okay. Okay, Chris. Not quite yet. I'll be over in a moment. You might not even notice it, but to make it look this smooth, I'm actually making micro adjustments to my balance. It's because I'm a professional. Look. There's a couple things I wanted to share. I almost forgot. Quotes I wanted to share. Bob Marley. It's just because you are happy does not mean that the day is perfect, but that you have looked beyond its imperfections. The Buddha, who says 1,000 candles. 1,000 candles could be lit from a single candle, and the life of that candle won't be shortened. Happiness isn't diminished by being shared. And Colette, who said, what a wonderful life I've had. I only wish I'd realized it sooner. Bring them on over. Hold them all three in your right hand, and give me your left hand if you can, your wrist. Just something to lean on, Chris. You go where I'm going, I don't go where you're going. It's like we're dancing, and I'm leading. You stay there. I'll be around in a moment. You stay there. I'll be right around. That's a nice ride. Give me all three of those, but don't leave yet. One last thing I need for you to do. Don't leave. I don't intend to hurt you. It's going to be an accident. You see that switch? Slide that slider down. That's it. Don't lean. You don't mind me leaning on your head? No. You've been enjoying the show? One last thing. I got one last question for you, Chris. Who's your daddy? I am. I let go of your head, you run. 3, 2, 1. Give Chris a nice round of applause. Life will throw difficult things at you. Make the micro adjustments you need to make to hold your balance and your happiness. 3, 2, 1. Yeah! Okay, 3, 2, 1. One last trick. Under the leg. 3, 2, 1. And once more with the stop.